There is one thing that I did receive in the activity pack that I don't like at all. Hey, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. If things look a little different, I had to move to the other side of my room because the timing that I'm filming this, there's just not good lighting on the other side. So I've got a little bit of light here to work with. So obviously my background's different and not exactly anything special, but I just didn't have lighting. So anyway, if you are new, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. This video is going to be about one thing that I'm going to be using for curriculum with my 4 going on 5-year-old. We will be starting kindergarten, and I'm starting to get together the different things that we will be using, and this is one of the things that has come in. Next week I have some more coming in, so make sure you subscribe and don't miss that video. I also have information on some homeschool discounts, so again, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. But today is going to be about Dash into Learning. I ordered these materials on Sunday and they arrived that same Wednesday. So they came so quickly and I was really excited to just open everything up. When I did open up the box, I saw that there were all of the books that I needed, as well as a bag and some stickers. I got the Dash into Learning Early Phonics set, and I also got Dash into Poetry. So with that complete set, I got all of the books for set 1, set 2, and set 3 for Dash into Reading. And then I also got all of the books for set 1, set 2, and set 3 for Dash into Poetry. And then on top of that, I got access to all of the activity packs. So those are printable. I was sent an email and then I was able to access those, download those, and then I will be working on printing those out. But it is a lot of materials. I think that it is so great to have all of these different fun things that I can do while helping Alani learn to read. I think that it'll really help to make it interesting. And I also just really appreciate how pretty everything is. Decodable books can be a little bit boring or not so pretty, and so I really appreciate the work that went into making these look really nice. Alani hasn't really gotten to see all of these yet, so I know she is going to be so excited when she gets to look through them. The one thing I did not realize when I ordered the poetry, I thought that I could use it alongside of the reading books, but I did realize once I actually read a little bit more that Alani is supposed to finish the first Dash into Reading Early Phonics set, so set 1. She's supposed to finish that before we do the poetry. I thought it was going to be something that we could do alongside of it. So I'm going to look through it and kind of see. I know for sure that I'm not going to be following things exactly as they are laid out in this. I've already looked through it a bit and noticed some things that I either don't love or I would just like to tweak a little bit. If you are new to my channel, I am K-6 certified, so I do have a bit of a background in teaching reading. And in addition to that, I did about 10 conference hours of learning more about the science of reading because I do like the science and research-based way that that is taught. So I am going to be doing a bit of a combination since I believe that that will help her best with her phonics skills. If you are interested in learning a little bit more about the science of reading, I will make sure to link the online conferences that I attended, and then you can see if you want to do those as well. I found them to be incredibly educational. One of the books that you get is a teaching guide, and I think it is very simple. I think that it's very easy to follow along whether or not you have a background in education. So I do appreciate that. I like that it is simple, and I do like that it encourages you to be a part of this. You're not just handing your child a worksheet or handing them a book and slightly paying attention. You are fully supporting your child in this learning. There's also this cute little page with puppets that you can use as your child is sounding things out. So I thought that was really cute and a nice touch. This is the first book in set 1, and it is Fan and Sam. Now, I would say Fan and Sam, but if you are teaching the A-ah sound, then it would be Fan and Sam. That's not normally how I pronounce those things. So I do find it interesting that those are the words that were chosen for teaching the ah sound. Alani and I have already worked a little bit on reading, and I've been teaching her that an can make more of an sound than an sound, but it can be either one. And the same for am. On the first page, there is the first part where you go over the different letter sounds. Once they have mastered that, then you can move over to the sight words. Sight words are another thing that can be tricky. Yes, there are some words that are spelled irregularly or pronounced irregularly, but there are also words that you can sound out. So the sight words, I want her to have that automaticity and be able to quickly read them without having to sound them out. That first set of words are definitely high frequency words, so she's going to see those a lot. But with a word like is, if she does get stuck, she can sound that out. A little bit harder with a word like the, but I just don't want her to think that she has to memorize words. There are things that she can sound out, and even with the TH, when we get to that point, can help her to sound things out. So this is the part where I have to think about things when it comes to the science of reading and how I like to teach reading, and just make it work with this program, because I really do think that we can like this, but there are just going to be some things that I tweak a little bit. The next step is where they start to blend that sound together. So at is what they would be doing along these lines. So that's what they do in this step. And then step 4, they won't have to draw it out. It'll be shorter sounds. And finally, in step 5, they're able to put it together to make the full word. But this is a good example of what I was talking about before. For fan, you would normally say fan because you've got that N sound that changes the A little bit. And then for fat, you would use that ah sound. As I said, I generally tell Alani to look at the whole word so that when she sees that N or that M, she knows that it might sound a bit different. I forgot to mention that it has this area where you can put the stickers once they have completed the step. I think I'm gonna create a separate chart where she can do the stickers, because I would like to be able to use these books again with Emmy, and I don't want her to put the stickers right on them. I would like that to stay blank so that when I go to do it with Emmy, there aren't stickers there already. But once they complete those 5 steps, then they are able to read the story. I appreciate all the work that goes into helping to develop the skills before they start reading the words. So I'm excited to get into this. As I mentioned, there are also activity packs, and I did print out some of the things from that so that I can show you what there is. This one is a sound search. So it has all of the letters here. And then there are cards. You cut them out and you would put them here. And that indicates what sound your kid will be looking for. There are other activities as well, but I don't want to show everything that is in here, but I will show you the sound cards. So these are some of the sound cards that I was talking about. So I will print these out, I will laminate them, and she will use them for a few of the activities. There's also a bingo board in here, there's coloring pages, so lots of fun activities to do that go with the sounds that she is focusing on. And each of the activity packs also comes with a teaching guide. So you're not going in blind. This helps you to figure out what you're going to be doing. I don't know about you, but I love a checklist. So I love that the table of contents has a checklist so you can check off all of the things that you have done. I think that is so great. And it also lists the materials that you will need as well. There is one thing that I did receive in the activity pack that I don't like at all. I think it's great that they included a visual guide for B and D because those can be confusing. But if you look at the guide, it's talking about focusing on the shape of your mouth for B versus D. There are other pages as well that are great, but the problem that I have with that is when you're making the sound for B, your mouth does line up with the picture that is in there, but when you're making the sound for D, you don't have an open mouth like the picture. I printed it out anyway. If I change my mind, I just won't use those pages. There are other pages that are good in that B-D reversal, but that is just something I wanted to mention because I was surprised to see that. I would say that overall I like the things that are in the set. There are some things that I'm going to nitpick at or change, And hopefully that's not how it is with all of the sets. But one of the reasons that I decided on this curriculum is because it claims to be research based. So I do feel I'm going to hold it to a higher standard because I'm expecting it to have been vetted for any errors that would cause confusion when it comes to learning to read. This is not the only thing I'm going to be using. And once I have all of my curriculum together, I will be doing another video in regard to everything that I am using for kindergarten. If you were looking into Dash into Learning, I hope this video was helpful. I'm excited to start this with my daughter. I know I had mentioned some things that I don't particularly care for, but I'm still really excited to start this with her. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I think she's going to love it. Once again, if you're not subscribed, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. As always, thank you so much for watching my video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.